Black Ops 6 is here, and I just recently finished the first Prestige. From my time playing the game, I have 6 Black Ops 6 tips to help you with multiplayer. If you check out my other videos, I demonstrate tips that can apply to any first-person shooter game. I advise you to check that out first if you want to improve in FPS gaming in general. We are on our way to 100 subscribers, and I would like to thank everyone for the support so far. If you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. I will do a giveaway at either 1,000 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers. Maybe both, let's see. Without further ado, let's jump into the tips. Tip number 1 is to adjust your settings, and here are some of them that you need to change. So let's make some adjustments to your settings. So the settings I would recommend to change is go to your controller and make sure you have a good sensitivity. I play on 6.6. An obvious one is dead zone inputs. Make sure you drop this down to as low as possible without stick drift. And to drop your left stick max, so you hit the max threshold faster than if it was at 100, as you can see with the left stick dead zone on the screen here. This just allows for quicker movement as you hit the max threshold quicker. The main settings that make a difference in Black Ops 6 is movement settings. I like to have all this off. I don't like to be assisted when making my movements, but if you are wanting more assistance, you can turn on all of these features here. I'm not an expert of these settings, so I will skip that. For movement, you're going to want to scroll down and head over to movement advanced settings. Make sure this is on single tap to run for tactical sprint activation. This means every single time that you click your sprint button, it will take you to tactical sprint right away. This is helpful as it minimizes the amount of clicks that you need in order to get to a tactical sprint. Also, make sure that your slide dive behavior is hybrid. That means when you hold down your sprint button and tap your crouch button, it will make you dive. And if you're not holding the sprint button down, it will allow you to slide instead. For my last tip, I would say you head over to interface, head over to gameplay HUD, and select any of these that you think look best, and it can stand as a baseline for you. I like mission interface or standard. I play on mission interface. I don't know why it's showing on standard right now. And then I would say head over to visuals and increase your minimap to anywhere from like 130 to 150. This allows your minimap to look larger, and it'll be easier for you to spot enemies on the minimap. So the last thing is to play around with your field of view. This varies for everyone. I recommend anything from 100 to 110, but this really depends on how far or how close you're sitting to your monitor/TV. And those are the settings that I recommend changing for Black Ops 6. My second tip to improve in Black Ops 6 is either to play claw or paddles if possible. This is a movement heavy game, and you want to be able to aim while sliding, diving, and jumping. At the very least, switch to the tactical button layout, which will allow you to crouch with your right thumbstick. If you're interested in playing claw, I'll link my video below, which is a full guide on how to play claw. Tip number 3 is to evaluate your game style. I'm typically a person that likes to play an SMG and just likes to run and gun, where I'm just running in, relying on my reaction time in order to win gunfights, and just playing with like a chicken with no head, basically. This kind of game style is fun, but I would like you to take a step back and look at how you can actually play better and increase your KD. I played a few games with an AR, and I just decided to slow the game down, take a look at my minimap, take proper routes, and look where enemies are on the minimap. I was ADSing as much as I could, and I was actually increasing my KD as I was getting a lot of kills without many deaths. I know, we all want to abuse the new Omni movement system as it's completely fun. But by playing your iron sights more often and holding down lanes, you'll catch people off guard when they're sprinting more often, and this will ultimately lead you to easier kills. I'll make a video on playstyles in the future, and let me know if you want that type of content. Tip number 4 is to use the broken weapons. I just prestige, so I don't have these weapons unlocked, but I found the GPR-91 to be the best AR in the game. I found the Amez 85 to be a close second, and the XM4 is actually really good as well. For SMGs, I primarily use the C9, and it's actually unlocked from start. I also found the Jacko to be really good, but I found that the C9 was pretty much the ultimate SMG in the game. If you want to try marksman rifles, I found that the Starkov was a good gun, and it can 2-shot most of the time. Tip number 5, which is one that you might really like, is zombies is a good way to level up your weapon. If I get a brand new gun with no attachments, I would just take it into a round of zombies, and you would be able to level up your gun from 15 to over 20 levels in a single round. Just make sure to use the gun the whole game, pack a punch it, upgrade it to gold, and it should be good till around round 35. And tip number 6 is you can actually use zombies to warm up. If you guys saw my flow state video, I talked about having a warm-up routine with shooting bots. If you find that boring, you can actually do zombies instead. Just make sure you turn off your aim assist and it should be a decent warm up, to be honest. Okay, so those are my 6 Black Ops 6 tips to help you out with multiplayer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll have more helpful content coming up. Good luck getting better at Black Ops 6, but if I catch you guys in the lobby, you're most likely gonna get fried. Just kidding. Have a good one, guys. Shoots.